So one thing about the house that we live in is that it's right across the street from an elementary school, and there are tons of kids that walk to and from school right by our house every day. There's lots of parents that are coming and dropping their kids off, picking their kids up, and so we view that as an opportunity. And so one thing that we do is a school supply drive every summer in August, right before kids go back to school. And it's not necessarily a drive. We get a lot of donations from people, from stores. We raise money, and we get our community groups to really help out. And we buy a bunch of school supplies, and then we put them all in bags, in paper bags, and have a day where kids and families can come and they can collect a bag of school supplies. And so they just get to come, they get to pick it up, and they get to take it and use it. And it doesn't get all of their school supplies bought, and they definitely still have to go shopping, and they still have to buy a few supplies for school, but it makes it less. And we've done this for 2 years in a row now, and the first year it was great. It was, I think, about 100 bags, and the second year we were able to double the amount of school supply bags that we created, and so we got to serve twice as many people in our neighborhood. And each year the families are so grateful. They're so thankful. They get there hours before we start handing them out. And it's really fun because we also have like snow cones and popcorn, and we've had face painting one year. And it's just a great way to celebrate the beginning of school, and a really, really tangible need that we're able to meet through our missional community, and just through living in proximity to this school and being aware of what's going on in our community. So it's pretty great.
So we wanted to get to know our neighbors a little bit better, and so we had done things like take cookies to people at Christmas and Valentine's Day, and we would, meet people in the street, say hi, wave when you're leaving the house, things like that. But so we really wanted to take a step further and really get to know our neighbors in a different way, and it's hard to have real in-depth conversations with people when you're just handing them cookies. So instead, we decided to have a potluck where we actually would sit down, eat a meal, and just talk with people for a few hours. And so we decided to do that. We did this past Sunday, and it was really fun. I went door to door and invited every neighbor definitely around us, and then decided just to go a little bit further. And so I invited about 15 people to the potluck, and 15 houses, and we just said, hey, come, bring a side dish, bring your family. And so with the talking to every neighbor, getting email addresses, giving them my email address, got a lot of contacts from people. And so people came. We had 4 different houses come, 7 different people, and we just sat around, enjoyed the great weather, ate sandwiches, and really just talked about our neighborhood. We talked about how people don't know each other anymore, and we talked about, who used to live there and what used to happen. And some of our neighbors have been there for over 20 years, and so it was really cool to hear. I've just been here for 2, and it's fun to hear like where the neighborhood used to be, and kind of seeing where it's going, and starting to really create a community within the neighborhood, and actually knowing people's names, and getting to kind of just hear a little bit about where they are, not getting into really deep things yet, but, where do you work, and who do you have in your family, and things like that. And so I think it's something that we're going to continue doing. We're hoping to have something every month or every month and a half, and it's just really a cool opportunity just to talk to people who live right next door. And it was really easy to plan. Threw some chairs in the front yard, and made some chicken salad, and there we had a potluck. And so it was one of the easiest things we've ever done with the least amount of prep work, but it had a really big impact, I think, and we'll definitely see what comes out of it.